Hi guys, welcome back to an episode of DB Cars, and in today's episode I'll be reviewing GetGo BYD M3E, also known as the T3 itself. So let's dive straight to this video right now. Alright then, so here is guys the BYD T3E. Sorry, not the T3E, the T3 or the M3E itself. So basically, if you guys didn't know, this is the M3E you're looking at, but there's also the commercial variant which they have in their fleet, which is the T3 itself. So the commercial variant doesn't come with the rear seat itself, but the M3E which you're looking at right here itself comes with basically you can technically carry 7 people in this car itself. But let me just run through the damages for this car if there's any. So first up, just got main thing obviously is this smash damaged headlight right here itself. I mean not headlight, tail light right here. So unfortunately, I think maybe the person while reversing didn't notice and cracked the rear tail light itself. So yeah, unfortunately that's the downside. There's also some stuff right here itself. Moving on, you got more stuff right here and more stuff right at the front of the vehicle right here itself. So yeah, and if you're wondering, yes, the vehicle is on right now because on saying this is not an EV, not an ICE car itself, and not producing any fumes, you're able to, if I'm not wrong, you're able to keep the vehicle running itself. So yeah, but moving on to the damages for this car wise, there isn't any obvious one from the passenger side other than maybe some stuff right here itself and maybe one right here itself. But other than that, that is all the damages for this vehicle that it has. So right now I'll be running through guys the space for this vehicle itself. So it has the trunk space, very simple. Just need to locate the trunk button right here itself, or this button right here itself, and you should be able to unlock the vehicle itself. So yeah, okay, so just like that, and you're able to access the trunk space for the M3E itself. So this is the current configuration it has with the third row seat up. You could technically fold the rear seat down by lowering the headrest itself and lifting the seat up here itself. Not too sure why someone put a carpet here, but probably you could do that. But let me just go ahead and show you guys how it looked like with the seat up itself, third row seat up. So just give me a second. And voila, so here is guys, this is how it looked like with the rear seat up. Unfortunately, I think this is the only option BYD has when they're designing the 7-seater version of the T3 itself, or the other naming for this, which is the M3E itself. So yeah, firstly you still get this metal thing that clip onto here itself exposed, so probably need to be careful with it. So probably maybe you could figure out a way how to load this stuff, like how to load your stuff in. But I think if I'm not wrong with this configuration, I'm not too sure whether I'm able to find the trunk capacity, but if I am, I'll put it right on the screen right here, and with the seat down. So I'll also show you guys how much it is after if you were to put the seat down itself right here on the screen itself. So yeah, the process to do that is basically need to I'll show you guys once I go back to its original configuration. But this is the main thing, is there is 2-step process on doing this layout right here itself. So basically, first thing you need to do is to fold the seat down, then you use both of your hands to pull on this lever, and it will unlatch it from this thing right here itself. So yeah, right now I'll be doing the opposite way, so just give me a sec and I will catch guys when the seat is fully back down on the car. Alright then, so now back to its original configuration, which you guys can see right here itself. So basically the step to do that is you need to pull on this lever on either side. Once it's down, just need to pull on this second lever right here with both your hands, and it will be to that position which I showed you guys just now itself. And if you want to make it more cleaner, you can actually fold this in half, and it will somewhat have more space as well. So yeah, and that is all for the rear of the car itself. Close back down, just need to grab hold to the rear of the car and just slam it real hard itself. So yeah, and just now I think I didn't show you guys the proper way, or I'm not too sure whether you guys saw how I unlock or open up the trunk itself. So basically, just need to press on this button right here itself, and the trunk space will, the rear trunk door itself or whatever will open itself. So yeah, right now I'll be showing you guys the rear seat. Basically I'll show you guys the third row seating first before I show you guys the middle, and I'll show you guys the front of the vehicle. So let me just show you guys the third row seating itself. So basically this is how it looked like with the current layout itself. So basically to access the third row seating, you just need to pull on this lever right here. Seat will drop forward. on this handle right here itself. If I no, okay, unfortunately that is no, sort of. Apologies, let me revert back to its original position. Yeah, let me just push this back. Maybe going to position this lever up, getting as per normal. Okay, close the lever door itself. So basically, this is how it looks like, yeah, in the second row. But I'm going to show you guys the third row first, which you got this aisle right here, which I think is meant for the access, not through this way itself. So yeah, let me just show you guys the back seat. Oh my god. This side. Alright. So basically, this is how the third row looks like on the M3E itself. So yeah, basically, knee room wise, I got about 4 fingers or leg room wise for this driving seat, this layout for the middle row person. Headroom wise, not too bad because technically it's a van slash lorry, so headroom wise not really a big problem itself. So yeah, that's the thumbs up for that. In the back of the second row seating, what do you get for the third row passenger itself? Well, not much. You got some storage net right here to put your stuff if you want to. Same for the other side, and under your grab handles on either side as well. Good thing, but weirdly, you got only one seat belt for probably, I think maybe someone right here in the back. But you got some storage space right here, and that's probably it for this vehicle itself. So yeah, other than that, yeah, not really much. You got your rear AC right there, which is a good thing. You got your light control, but other than that, that is all I have to say for the rear seat itself. Let me see how I feel like it's in the center itself. Not too bad. You got the sitting, basically me sitting in the center right here itself. Basically you can directly see what's in front, right straight to the center console right there itself, which is something else. Not too bad I would say. If I were to have two full-grown size adult, probably not the best itself. Probably will be quite squeezy itself. Cause not really much space in the rear itself, but I think definitely will be touching shoulder to shoulder itself. So that's one downside of it. Probably I would prefer to sit in this personal seat, like something similar to the Toyota Alpha itself, so or the Velfire, whatever that I reviewed already on my channel itself. So yeah, and that, let me just jump to the second row right now. So transitioning to the second row itself is not a big problem because you got this dedicated walkway right here to transit over, but in the meantime, try not to trip over the carpet itself. So yeah, okay, right now in the center middle seating of the vehicle, what do you get? Well, you got the same, almost the same thing as the rear, but you're more closer towards the AC, which you could use itself. So oh, you got light. I think that's basically turn on the AC, turn off, or I don't know, probably could. There's a way to adjust the AC itself in the back itself. So yeah, basically this is your controls for the AC in the back, but technically you're also quite close to the front, where you could feel a small breeze blowing towards you itself. So yeah, what else to get in the back, in the center row itself? Well, you got access to light control, which could be turned on or turn off, or be turned on when the doors are open itself. So yeah, in the back, you also got window switches control for this window right here itself. You got a storage option right here to put your drink if you want to. Probably I think this plastic bottle should be able to fit in. Yeah, just nice, perfectly itself. So alright, moving on, you got some storage pocket right here itself. Same for the other side. And yeah, it's got same thing on the other side, which is window switches, storage option to put your drink if you want to, your door handle to get out and get in of the vehicle itself, and grab handles, and that's probably it for this vehicle itself. One good thing I like about this vehicle is it's like it has somewhat the Toyota Alpha vibes, where this seat is like the much better seat in the center row, and the third row seat is like always the noob, or not really the best one. So I think I prefer if I were to rent this vehicle or to be passenger in this vehicle itself, I would definitely prefer the front seat or the middle seat itself. The third row, not really the best I would go for, but if I don't really have a choice, then probably I'll go with the third row option as well as my last alternative to this vehicle itself. But on that, let's move on to the front of the vehicle right now itself. So yeah, this is how the interior or the dashboard of the M3E look like or the T3 look like. I think the T3E will be slightly different, if I could say that correctly, but just don't hold me on that itself. So yeah, but on that, let's just move towards the front seat of the M3E right now. So to get out, it's very simple. Just need to pull on this lever right here, and the doors will open. We still need to put it in a position where it will lock in place so that the doors do not roll open. Close it, just very simple. Just need to put on this. So yeah, going to the front right now. One thing you definitely have to take note is the ride height is definitely much higher than your standard sedan itself. So this is not, I would say this is not your regular MPV itself or SUV. Yeah, not really MPV type. It's more of a, it has a ride height of a SUV but slightly higher, more towards the commercial van sitting layout itself. So that's one thing you have to know itself. So yeah, but now let's move on to the next thing which I really want to show you guys is the storage option for this vehicle itself, which right now, first up we got this very small one right here, which I don't think you can put anything at all itself, but as you guys can see, there's already some junk in it. So yeah, basically got someone's phone holder, I think the towing line for it, some other junk itself. So yeah, probably this could be a small one to put miscellaneous things right here itself. Moving on, you got some storage space right there for the passenger as well as the driver's side right down there itself. So yeah, you also got this very nice storage place right here to put your small bag if you have. Two cup holders right here and a very weird one right here. I don't know which, I have no idea what to put inside here itself. So yeah, moving on, you got another one right here itself. Now space right here, probably you could put your phone if you want to, like how I always been putting my phone right here when I'm not in use. But other than that, that is probably fit for all the storage spaces itself. So yeah, right down here, what do you have? Well, you got a 12 volt socket outlet right here. I think it should be type A. No, USB type A port right here itself to charge your phone if you want to, or charge whatever devices that have a USB type A to whatever port itself. So yeah, moving on, now we'll be talking about this center part right here itself. So basically this center part right here itself, you got your radio control for the vehicle itself, which is very simple to and easy to understand. Basically you got all the input right here itself. You got your FM AM radio station. I think this is to scan the media. I'll just skip. You got your tuner right here, your volume control to adjust the volume. This to turn on and turn off the infotainment itself. So basically now it's off. If I press on it, it'll just turn on itself. So yeah, the media button right here itself, which you could probably go to your media library, and audio is the same thing as well if you got anything plugged into the aux port right here, or the USB type A port right here itself. So yep. Moving on, right down below, you got your AC controls right here itself. So basically you got your front and rear defrost button. This turn off the fan on the vehicle itself. This to turn on and turn off the AC. This is for your auto climate control, your temperature control right here, and your fan speed button right here. And I think this is only for the fan, which you could just basically adjust the fan itself. So yeah, probably just turn on that, back on. Your recirculate function, and it to adjust how you want the AC to be blowing at you itself. So yeah. Alright then, moving on, next up you got your gear selector right here itself, and your parking brake, your handbrake itself. So this is your handbrake, which is very easy to use itself. So basically push downwards to deactivate the handbrake, and push upward towards you itself to activate the handbrake itself. Next up, this is now your gear selector right here itself. I don't know, something about this gear selector remind me of BMW gear knob itself, which is like the early, maybe the F10 seems like that PM right there itself. But basically it's very easy to use the gear knob. Basically to engage park, just press on park. To engage drive or whatever gear that you want on this showing right here itself, just need to shift. Basically for on the brake itself, shift this way, and either all the way up for reverse, sideways for neutral, or down for drive, or all the way up for reverse itself. So yeah. Alright then, let's move on to the next thing, which you got some more storage spaces right here, which not too sure what to put right here itself now. So yeah, moving on, you got your parking sensors right on one side, and you got a hazard button right here on the other side as well. So yeah. Now we're talking about the stocks on either side itself. So basically on the left hand side right here itself, you got your light switches as well as your indicators itself. So light switches itself, just turn this knob to turn on the lights itself. To engage high beam, just need push forward. Disengage it, just push back towards you, and flash is just pull it towards you itself, and you flash the high beam itself. Indicators are same thing itself, so up, down, very simple and easy to use. So yeah, moving on, next up we got your wiper stocks right here itself. So basically wiper stocks very easy to use as well, so all the way down for the various function of the wipers, and one up for just one side of the wipers itself. So yeah, next up you got this knob right here, which is for the rear wiper itself. So if I turn on the wipers itself, you will be able to see the wipers as they moving in the windscreen, the wheel itself. So yeah, that's the rear wiper itself. So yeah, alright then. Now to engage, towards the windscreen wiper, just need to pull back, and it was the windscreen wiper. But unfortunately, this car doesn't, or vehicle doesn't have any more fluid in it. So hence, there's nothing spraying onto the windscreen itself. So yeah. Alright then, now let's move on to the steering wheel itself. What do you have? Well, you got the horn right in the center right here itself. This is for the screen right here, which I'll show you in a moment. This two, just basically this is your OK button for the screen right here. For basically the OK button for the small screen right shown over there itself. You got this button right here, which I have no idea what it does, which is this thing right here itself. But probably I'll just leave it as if. So yeah, I probably won't touch on that. But right now we'll show you just what you'll be seeing on the screen itself. So basically on the screen itself, you can cycle through various functions on it. So basically you got your range to empty, your how much range left, got your overall energy consumption, average consumption, power cost, not too sure what's that, consumption of latest 50 km, whatever things that you want to see is all right here itself. So yeah, and this is, and that is all for the screen itself. But okay, now let's talk about the gauge itself. On the gauge itself, basically on the left is your speedo, on the right is your rev counter. But for the rev, this is your electric rev counter itself. So basically if I were to slightly gently tap on it, you can see the power. Okay, maybe I have to put in power, but yeah, probably I don't think I can show you that. No, I think there's a, I don't think you're able to rev the car itself out, rev the vehicle in while it's parked or in neutral itself. But basically when you're floor it itself, the gauge will move itself. So far I've tested the vehicle somewhat, I think the maximum it can do is about 75% throttle itself, not really the maximum like 200, but probably at the most I think it's about 80 like that, 80% throttle when like you fully step on it. But other than that, that is all for this vehicle itself. So yeah, let's move on to some of the other things in this vehicle it has, which is your AC vents right there. You got your cup holders, one more cup holders on driver side, passenger side. One, you see there's one cup holder each for the passenger driver side, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, you got your mirrors adjusting right here itself. So basically left or right to adjust the mirrors, and this is your tool to adjust it itself. This for the dipping of the headlight itself, and you got a fog light right down below here, and I think there's two more buttons right down below here, which is let me see when I'm able to see it. Basically just right there itself for the trunk. Oh, it's basically just right here itself. So yeah, got the electrical port right here and for the trunk itself. So yep. And that is all for the button controls right there itself. Now let me just show you the next thing which I really want to show to you guys, which is the buttons right here itself. So basically all the buttons right here itself, you got your mirrors on all four sides of the vehicle, you got your lock unlock function, and this to prevent people from rolling on the windows itself. So yeah, and you got your door release handle to get out of the vehicle itself. So yeah. Alright then, now let's move on to the last few couple of things. You got a start button right there itself. So basically when the vehicle is off and you want to start the vehicle, it will basically have this green light flash right above it to tell you that the vehicle is ready to be turned on. But yeah, just push on it, pull on the brake and push on it, and the vehicle will just turn on itself. So yeah. Alright then, you got sun visors right here itself, which is extremely big, and you got this very nice mirror right here itself. So yeah, same for the other side as well, but unfortunately no mirror on the passenger side itself, which is a little bit weird. Usually I think they would make it pair it the same on either side, but I don't know why the passenger side doesn't have it at all. So yeah, you got your same thing as the rear, which I showed you guys just now. So basically the light right here to press to turn on, or it can be turned on when the doors are open itself. So yeah, moving on to the last few one, which is the steering wheel adjusting. So basically if you guys want to adjust the steering wheel itself, just need to locate this lever right down below here itself, pull on it or press down, and you're able to adjust the steering wheel itself. So yeah, once done, just need to push back up and you'll be flushed towards the steering column itself. So yeah, alright then, now I'll be showing you guys the seat itself. So basically to adjust the seat on the driver's side itself, there's this lever right down below here, which you can just press on it and just slide the seat either forward or backward to itself. So yeah, same thing for the angle of the seat itself, which you guys can see there's one right here itself to adjust the angle itself. And unfortunately you can't really adjust the height of the seat because this is technically a van slash lorry, if you can call it. So yeah, and also one thing to note is when you're closing the door, you gotta slam it real hard, because if not hard enough or not, basically if you didn't close the door properly, it will just show on the screen right here, or you can definitely see in your mirror that it is not flush with the vehicle body itself. So yeah, but I think I think that's all I say for this video itself. So yeah, but last thing I'll add on is he got this very nice armrest right here, which you could rest the arm on. But some downside of this vehicle so far I tested is I don't really like the suspension for this vehicle itself, which is typical from like this kind of commercial vehicle, which I don't think really has the best suspension itself. So yeah, plus there's also no reversing camera, which is a little bit weird for the MPV. Technically I would say this is MPV, but at the same time also I classify it as a van, because I don't know, it's just something very similar to the T3. So yeah, so if you ask me if I would rent this again, probably not itself. But if I would carry 7 people and electric, I would say probably would be this itself, because if I'm not wrong, there's no other GetGo vehicle that's 7-seater and it's electric itself. So yeah, that's probably I have to say for this video itself. If you guys enjoy the video itself, do click the subscribe button down right below to see more videos like this, or click subscribe and click see my 2 other videos. And with that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright then, let me just add on one more point which I just noticed. So basically right now, if you guys didn't see, I'm at his home lot is just right here itself, but there's an EV charger right beside. Basically right now I'm charging the vehicle itself, and one thing I noticed is for this M3E itself, there isn't any telltale sign that's charging itself, other than maybe checking through your GetGo app, which you guys have. Basically I think you can check through that as well. But I know for the basically on the EV vehicles that I tested, usually there's some form of indication that it is charging, but I don't really see it at all. So yeah, probably I'll just leave it as if. So yeah, but oh well, that's all. Peace out.